Hi there. This is just going to be me showing you what I got for New Comic Book Day. I'd also picked up some uh, dollar books from a different store, but I'm going to save that for a different. I'm going to save that for a haul video for next week. Um, yeah, because those were really separate books. But this includes mostly new books, but a few back issues as well. So, um, first up is the New Gods. This is issue number 7. I haven't read any of these yet. I picked them up. Let's see, just before coming home, and then I was on Show Us What You Got last night and showed these books. I was like, I didn't have a chance to read anything yet. So the New Gods, issue number 7, and I would say this has been the best thing I've read from DC over the last year. Is it a year? 7 months. What did it start? I can't remember. uh, but it has been excellent, and it's to me it's been even better than the Absolute books. And I'm only really collecting consistently Absolute Superman, and that has been a fantastic story. The Absolute Batman was good, and I collected that up to issue 6. I did find issue 8 in a dollar bin, and I'm going to try to find issue 7 or in a dollar bin as well. See if it shows, you know. And I don't know. I don't want to necessarily break down and get cause either that or I'm going to get trades. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. And Absolute Martian Manhunter has been great, but I don't know if I'm going to collect it past issue 6. We'll see. Anyways, moving on to Marvel, I have Bring On the Bad Guys Doom, and it has this. This is an amazing cover, and this was an impulse buy. I saw it on the my LCS Rolling Tales Pop Culture. I think I'm saying that right. I usually just call it Rolling Tales. I saw this on the shelf, and it was an impulse buy. It was the last issue with this cover, and I was like, "Yes, please." And this is the first appearance of this character, Sister Sorrow. So I had to get that. A couple of back issues of Marvel. There, but it's from the current run of Uncanny X-Men. They still had the third printing of issue number 1. That's a cool cover. Now, I mainly picked up that and this next one, which is issue number 2 of the Uncanny X-Men, because I had did a little research and found out that this is the first appearance of these new characters known as the Outliers, basically a young X-Men sub team. Is that how you would say it? But they're um, a bunch of new mutants that are um, probably set to become the next big thing in Marvel. I don't know. I just have this feeling that at some point the Outliers, if they're popular enough, or a team that might say, let's take these new kids, new characters, and put them into Marvel Rivals. So I just decided I get those, and I'll read them, and then I'll see whether I like it, and then I probably will just get the trades for that instead of collecting issues. But I wanted those first 2 books because that's the cameo. For the issue 1 is like the first cameo of the team known as the Outliers, and issue 2 is the full appearance of that team. At least that's what it says on what's the name of that website? Key Collector. Yes. All right. Now we're moving on to the indie books. We've got Bug Wars, issue number 5. After I'm done shooting videos, I'm probably going to sit down and read this one right away. This is always on the top of my pile. To quote, comics are dope. So, this has been good, and from what I understand, they've said that Image has said, or Jason Aaron has said that, but it's been set to go only to 6 issues. But if it sells well and it's popular enough, it could go longer. So I'm hoping it actually goes longer. So, and that I would say is the best thing I'm reading right now. Now, next up, I have issue number 2 of Exquisite Corpses, and this is the stealth variant, and the cover art by Tula Lote. I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm probably not, but I've just had finished reading issue number 1 yesterday in the morning. It was a long issue, but it was a very good and very interesting setup. We'll see whether or not I fall in love with it like everybody else seems to be falling in love with it just from that one issue. But it should be an interesting read at the very least. And next up, we have the second printing of G.I. Joe, issue number 5. I'm not rushing out to get the first printings of, I'm not. I'm following it, but I'm not necessarily getting it right away. So, like I said, I'm only at issue 5, and I probably will wait until I can get a second printing of issue number 6. So I don't have. Just trying to spread out my purchases. And, that's a cool cover of Dreadnought. So, that's like. And so far of the Energon Universe stuff, that's the one I've been collecting the most issues from. For Transformers, I'm collecting trades. I have the first trade, I still have to read it. I have issue 1 of Transformers. It was one of the reprints. And so I've read that already. Oof, that was an interesting issue. And I will read the first trade, and then I probably will want to get the second, and I'll just get it in trades, and that'll be it. Because I don't have the space to collect all of that. So, like I said, with G.I. Joe, I'll probably collect just to issue 6, and then that'll be it. And if for Transformers, if I find issues of issues, 2 to 6 in the dollar bins, somehow they end up in dollar bins, then that is how I will get them, and just go with trades. And I have issue 1, one of the reprints of Void Rivals. If I read that, it'll just be in trades. I'm probably not going to collect issues. I would only be, like I said, if they somehow show up in dollar bins, and I have the ability to buy them, then I would probably at least get issues 2 to 6, regardless. And I don't care what printings. So, anyways, next up we have issue number 2 of Vanishing Point. This is by Mad Cave. That's an awesome cover. I love that so much. And I would have to say the first issue of Vanishing Point was pretty good. I enjoyed it. So, and I know that's only going to be a 6-issue limited series. We'll see. I'm going to read issue 2, and we'll see whether or not I keep getting it or not. The covers for the next few issues they're okay. We'll see. All right, now these 2 books came out of Rolling Tales $2 bin books, and it's issue 1 and 2 of a 2-issue series. It's from Michael Moorcock, Elric, the Necromancer. Basically an adaptation of Michael Moorcock's Elric. And creators are Blondell, Cano, and I'm not going to butcher that name. So and this is from Titan Comics. So, and I have to admit, I had noticed these in his $2 bins a while ago, and I was on their website. I noticed them, and I was like, that's a cool cover, and that's cover B for that issue, and that was the main reason I picked those up for each one of these up for $2 is because of the covers. These 2 covers, because the main covers were not so good in my opinion. Which cover is this? Why does it not look at? Maybe this one's the main cover. I don't know. But here's issue number 2. Yeah. So, and I like the character Elric, so I will definitely be reading those. And they probably won't go on the trade pile right away, but I only have so much room. So those are my books for New Comic Book Day for the 18th of June, and I'm shooting this on the 19th, and you're going to see this on Saturday. So I hope you're having a great day. I know it looks a little dark in my apartment right now. That's because there's basically a storm outside, and the light behind me back here is burnt out, and it requires a special bulb. So it's a little dark. Sorry about that. All right. Thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.